You know, one of the best parts about gaming is the level of detail that a lot of these developers put into their games. It's absurd sometimes. And for me personally, I love the most useless, pointless features in games because that's what makes the games better. And they're not necessarily bad. It's just the fact that we don't really need them, but we enjoy them nonetheless. So today we're going to be talking about some of my favorite useless mechanics and features. Let's get it. So funnily enough, I think everybody knows this by now. Red Dead Redemption 2. Why do horse balls shrink depending on the weather? Like, I understand the level of detail they wanted to go into, but the level of detail they actually went into is insane. Like, I never even cared to know that, yo, if I go into the snow area, it's gonna affect my horse's balls. Never thought I would care. Still don't, but it's a feature that only the best developers put into their games. Speaking of horses, in Dragon Age Inquisition, the horse speed is the exact same speed as your running speed. Why? Why did they do this? They just added wind lines to make it seem like you were going faster. When I played it, I was like, this does not feel any faster. But I kept using it because you would assume in your head that, yo, it gotta be faster because they gave me a horse to use in this open world. No, they just made it seem like that way, and it's one of the dumbest and funniest things I've ever learned about gaming. BioWare, you're a bunch of assholes. So, you ever played Super Mario 64? Pretty sure a lot of you have. When you finally collect that last star, you got all 120 stars, and you go outside the mansion, and you shoot yourself out of the cannon onto the top, and you see Yoshi finally for the first time in 3D. You're like, wow, this is amazing. What's your reward for beating the game? 99 lives to go back and play the game that you already 100% in. That is one of the most useless features in like gaming in general. When they reward you with something that's like OP or like unlimited, you don't need to play the game anymore because you already completed it. And it's not like a lot of games have New Game Plus back then, especially. You completed it and then now you just left with a kind of mid reward. But nonetheless, it was always fun to see Yoshi just hop his ass off the rooftop and disappear from my game forever after giving me basically a poop. But still one of the best games of all time. Before all the patches and all the fixes, Cyberpunk had a skill that allowed you to be undetectable in water. Now, what if I told you there was no fights in water? One of the most useless skills that they wanted you to invest a whole skill point into. No, no, we're good. We will not be doing that, Cyberpunk. Thank God y'all fixed that game and revamped it. Because man, that's dumb. But funny, but dumb. And speaking on Cyberpunk, can we talk about genital customization? Genital customization is one of the most dumbest and useless things in gaming in general. Now I get it, you're playing a role-playing game, you want to customize your character. Perfectly fine. Why does the penis or vagina matter? It really makes no difference. Don't get me wrong, I fuck with it, but it's so freaking pointless unless you're just a perv and you just want to stare at your own crotch in the mirror butt naked. But hey, do you? I am judging, but it's fine, do you? In Saints Row 4, you basically have superpowers, right? You can run super fast, you know, have super strength, jump really far, a lot of cool stuff you can do, right? But you still have the ability to drive cars. Now, why would you do that? I don't understand why would you do that. I know it's some issues where you need to do it. I know it's just a leftover thing from the Saints Row 3, but the fact is that it is one of the most unnecessary things in Saints Row entirely, besides, I guess, genital customization.
Put your goddamn away. I don't want to see this anymore.
But we're not gonna get back into that. Yes, I want to have less fun by driving slow and dodging cars when I could just super run through everything and jump over everything. No, I will not be getting in that car. Fuck off. One of my favorite mechanics that's so useless but so good to me is just a dedicated button to something pointless. Now what I mean by this is, for example, in Transistor, there's a button that she just hums. She just sings and hums. It's just a button for that. Transistor has some of the best music in gaming and her singing voice was fantastic. So yeah, give me a button so she can just sing to me. Love it. In Luigis Mansion, there's a dedicated Mario button.
Mario? Mario. Oh, Mario.
Every time you press the button, he just gets louder and louder. Like, you would think you want to be quiet. It's one of the best things about that game to just run around. Well, I guess walk around that mansion and just scream out Mario name. Hollow Knight has one of my favorite useless moments of all time, where they just tell you to, hey, wait this 30 minutes, then wait this hour. You hunting the bounty hunter or something like that. They tell you to wait. And if you wait that 1 hour, he just comes back and basically just shits on you. It tells you they'll be back in a week. You get made fun of for actually listening if you actually did. And you basically just wasted your time, and I love it. And while you are waiting, you just have your guns and your knife just talking to you, bashing you. Like, why are you AFK? What are you doing? It's one of the funniest moments of that entire game and of game in general. That game is a very, very funny game. Character customization in first-person games. I kind of spoke about it earlier when it came to customization, but do we really think about, skins and stuff in first-person games? Like, we don't see our character, like, at all sometimes. So we just customize them so everybody else can look at us. Funny to think about, but then it's like, yeah, I'm showing off, so I get it, but it's really pointless. Like, yeah, I put on this, I don't know, Wolverine outfit, or I made this girl look really attractive just to never see her unless I'm in my inventory, or, if I do a photo mode. Like, kind of pointless. I don't get it, but I do it too. So I can't be mad. Marvel Spider-Man has a couple of useless things in it that are always funny to me. Like, for example, this only goes for the remastered version. When you fast travel and you see the train cutscene for like half a second because the loading time is like insignificant. It's so funny. You just see a slight image of a train and then boop, it's gone. You're back in the game just instantly. Freaking hilarious every time to me. I don't know why. I like dumb stuff. If your first time playing Spider-Man was on PS5, you probably didn't even know that there was even fast travel cutscenes like that. And even then, most of the time, why would I fast travel? I pretty much only fast traveled when I was collecting stuff after I beat the game. But while I was playing the game, I was just swinging through the city. The best part of Spider-Man is swinging through the city. But even then, I'm glad that it's there, because when I want it, I'm gonna use it. But the point of Spider-Man is to swing around the city. But also in Spider-Man has plenty of different suits, all from different comics, etc. Different looks. They all look great. And then you get the one skin, the animated Spider-Man suit that looks like the old 90s cartoon. Wow, that looks amazing. Each suit also came with an ability. The animated one just gives you a quip button. And a quip is basically Spider-Man making another joke. So he's already making jokes, but then you can command him to make a joke. I mainly use that button, by the way. That was like literally the only button I used for majority of the game. Because I personally just love how dumb Spider-Man is and how many jokes he tells. And if it's so stupid, it's for me. So a whole dedicated button, basically nerfing myself because I don't have a special move like that no more. But I get to make fun of their ass and I'm frying their ass up. Best part to me. And of course, my favorite useless feature in gaming. Petting any animal. Don't care what it is. It don't even gotta be an animal. It could be something random. But the ability to pet it, I need that. That's why this whole dedicated like pages and websites is just, can you pet this animal? And the answer is yes or no. And people get mad if you can't. I think the internet forced developers to you gotta be able to pet the animal. There was so much complaining back in the day. The fact that almost every game that has an animal in it nowadays, you can pet it, is amazing. The people who dedicated themselves to playing these games and seeing if you can actually pet all these animals, I salute you, because you're doing the Lord's work. You're doing what the world needs. You're healing the world one pet at a time. But these were some of my favorite useless features and mechanics in gaming. Let me know some of yours. I'm pretty sure there's plenty more, and I would love to hear about them because I love useless things. Believe me, the more useless, the better. But that's it. That's all. Peace.
The show's over, fuck it, let's call some hoes over. I leave a bitch, the type who won't give her no closure. What it is, you acting like that, I don't know you. You acting like that, I don't know you. The show's over, fuck it, let's call some hoes over. Leave a bitch,